Still Crazy After All These Beers is brought to you by our friends at Michelob, crafting a better beer. And Porta Pong, the world's #1 best-selling inflatable beer pong table at portapong.com.
Hi, I'm Erin.
I'm Nikki.
I'm Laura.
And I'm Jen.
And you're watching Still Crazy After All These Beers.
And here we go. I'm with Rob from Prism. Prison or Prism?
Prism, P-R-I-S-M, yeah, not the jailbirds.
Oh, okay. So Prism, you know what? I got to tell you, you guys got a cool website too. What's the website URL?
It's www.prismbeer.com.
Prismbeer.com. That is who did your website?
I did it actually. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
You guys got to go to that website and check that out because it has like a little prism on it, and you could make your different selections.
Yep. Everything's animated, moves around. You can figure everything out from there. It's a really nice site.
So this is a new company, huh?
Brand new. We just started brewing in the fall and started selling our beer in November.
Holy cow! Now the flagship beer is the one I'm holding right here, and this is.
That's the Bitto Honey IPA. It's a honey IPA beer.
And that's Bitto?
Bitto, B-I-T-T-O, honey IPA.
Tell me the name, how that came about.
The name came about from some friends of mine who wanted to have a going away party for his brother, Tim Bitto and Don Bitto.
Oh, okay.
So it's named after them. And so they wanted to have a different, unique beer, so I made up a recipe with an IPA to put some honey in it to balance the sweetness with the hops and brought it to their party, and it was a huge hit. And then we kind of said, hey, maybe we should chase this down as a real good idea. So we started making it at a production level, got all our licenses and selling it, and he's out in Denver loving the fact that he's got a beer in Philadelphia named after him.
But he can't enjoy it when he's out in Denver.
No, not in Denver yet. I think he's going to force me to distribute there as soon as possible.
Well, let's talk about the distribution. You're pretty much in the Pennsylvania area?
Yeah, it's Philadelphia and the county surrounding, distributed by Bella Vista.
Okay, and it's a tough market out there, so how are you guys handling that?
It is. Actually, Philadelphia is a really interesting market because Philadelphia is one of the biggest, strongest beer markets in the entire country. So when you're a brand new brewery coming out in Philadelphia, you've got a couple challenges. The first off is every beer you're going up against is some of the best beer in the country. It's distributed in California and Philadelphia. So you've got a lot of stiff competition. So you got to make sure your beer is good and strong to be able to compete. Now the other good news is, on the flip side, it's a huge beer market. So there's a lot of people looking for great beer, and being a local brewery only adds to our product.
Now this has got a nice, long, lingering hop bite to it. So let me ask you about that.
Sure, yeah. Well, what we wanted to do with the IPA is we wanted to balance the use of the hops with the honey. We didn't want it, this is not necessarily a beer that a hophead's going to, scrape the hops off of their mouth. But we utilize hops balanced across the spectrum of bittering, flavoring, aroma. So you got a really good utilization of the hops. Then we dry hop it at the end to add a little bit more to it. All balanced out by a really heavy dose of honey malt and natural honey as well.
I love when you say balanced, because personally I love a balanced beer, and that's what I'm getting. I'm getting a little bit of sweetness up front, not overpowering by any stretch, and then that hop bite comes in, and it's a really balanced beer.
Thank you, thank you.
What's the alcohol content on that?
It's about 6.7 and 67 IBUs.
Okay, so you got to treat this with respect, let's face it.
Yep, absolutely.
And the other tap handle, this is a...
We're going to have a cask conditioned beer that'll be here a little bit later on. Okay. It's the same exact beer, we just cask condition it, put a little bit more hops in it, and then we naturally carbonate it with honey in the end. So it's a little bit more sweeter and a cask conditioned ale.
That probably is a nice added bonus when you're at a festival like this. People can try something new.
Absolutely, especially when we're a brand new brewery. This is our first beer out there. We've got another one we just brewed this past week, which is a tea pale ale. Wow. So, being new with limited production capacity, we want to make sure that we have the ability to serve a couple different ways, the only beer that we've got for now.
Rob, I'll tell you what, if this is any sign of what we can expect from Prism, I think you got a home run here, man.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thanks for sharing it with us. And Prism Brewing, Prism Beer.
PrismBeer.com or BittoHoneyIPA.com is the flagship website for this first beer.
Excellent. Good luck. Thanks again. Cheers to you. You don't have a glass, but I'll just enjoy this one. And we'll see you next time on Still Crazy. Join us then.